Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. It is March 2024. I am wearing a full face of some of the latest makeup launches. We've got new Huda Beauty, we've got new Caliray, we've got new Smashbox, we've got new Kulfi Beauty, we've got new Milk makeup, we've got new It Cosmetics. So before you cash out your Sephora cart, stay for a while, hang out, let's put this look together and decide which of these new products are new hits and what is just new hype. Before we go any further, you know what to do. Please stop now, give this video a like, consider subscribing. I would love to have you here next time. If you'd like to see how I created this look, and of course, what I think of all the products that went into it, just keep on watching. We're gonna go right in with our Caliray. Okay, did they know they made a tongue twister, or is it just me like that can't say anything? Caliray Hideaway, Caliray Hideaway Concealer Color Correctors. I'm completely bare-faced and completely exposed to the fact that I do have redness in my skin. I also have a darker complexion down here towards my mouth and the bottom of my face. So I always have to apply my concealer around my nose and around my mouth just to kind of get our base even. We're gonna go ahead and use these for that today. I'm gonna use the color Golden Hour kind of from around my nose to my mouth area. And I'm gonna use the brighter shade Pale Sun. That will be my brighter under eye color. As much as I love these cute little sleeves, I just know I'm gonna get makeup on them, so I need to roll them. Those guys are really close. I'm trying to get this open. Oh my God, you guys, I can open this. Ooh, those are closed tight. Whoa. Also just gonna kind of spot correct a few areas. Coverage is looking good. It's extremely light. Do you guys see how that just kind of like shears out? So it's not a totally full coverage, but it seems like you can control that and place it heavier and then, you know, spread it in areas where you want it a little more sheer. I'm just using it around my mouth there. I thought these were actually a really good idea, and I like how the shades are actually like wearable. They're not just like, you know, completely pink or green or orange the way you normally see color correctors. This really complements the already peachy tones in my face. So this is very wearable. Wow, that helps so much. I really like that. That is looking really good so far. That completely served its purpose. I'm so excited about that. That's gonna be amazing for evening out my face. If you have that same issue as me, super common issue for like melanated skin, those are gonna be great for you for that. Let's do foundation first and then do the under eye concealer. We're gonna go to the It Cosmetics CC Plus Natural Matte. So this is one of those skincare foundations. It is an SPF 40. That's a solid SPF coverage. I have the shade medium and it looks like it was gonna work pretty well. Yep, it looks good. Sometimes I get really lucky with guessing my shade online. Sometimes I'm completely wrong, like the freaking Dijon mustard looking Charlotte Tilbury, which I'm so sad because I really want a shade of that Airbrush Flawless that I can actually use. All right, child, this is a thick formula. I'm gonna do my makeup how I normally would. So I'm gonna spray with some setting spray just to help like the spreadability and to moisten my skin before blending. You know, I'm using my Airbrush Flawless from Charlotte Tilbury. Just hope all these products play nicely together. I did do my skincare, but it was much earlier at this point. I don't have any like leftover dewiness to my skin that I could use to help blend this. So that's why I added the setting spray. I love that I'm not having to use as much foundation in those typical redness and discoloration areas. The concealer color corrector already took care of that for me. So that was my first time actually using any It Cosmetics product, period. Cling in a little bit there. The coverage is really good. I'm just looking at how it's sitting on my skin. It does look like it's clinging a little bit in some places. It's always hard to tell when it clings near the perimeter because it makes me wonder if it's like the leftover gel and like products from my hair that kind of gets around the perimeter of my face, if that's causing it. I had a little bit of a cling here, but it might have just been a spot I didn't blend out very well. Let's go ahead and brighten the under eye with this Pale Sun color. Ooh, okay. I really like this applicator too. It covers a lot of ground, but it's also small, so you can get up in there. Oh, they sent me this super cute little brush. It looks like a really good shape for concealer. I have been using the Huda Faux Filter Concealer so much because it's one of my absolute favorites that I kind of compare everything to it now. Because that one is so full coverage, it seems like everything is like less coverage. So this one is definitely giving a little bit more on the medium lighter side. Well, that like melted really beautifully and blended out really well. Oh my gosh, like look at from one side to the other. I know I already applied it, but you can see like the actual tone of my skin through there versus how it looks on this side. And it feels just so light. It feels really like hydrating, and it's like a thinner consistency. I don't think I really have anything quite like that. Wow, blending out this side now. Also really enjoying the little brush they sent. Oh my gosh, that worked beautifully. All right, that is a hit. That is a purchase. That completely just melted in. It's so nice and thin, so it's not cakey. I like that a lot. So I normally do my brows before I start. Totally forgot. I just did a DIY brow lamination kit as well as some DIY lashes from Lilac Street Lashes. But I actually have a new Kulfi brow wax gel to use. So if I hadn't used something like this before, I honestly would be a little bit intimidated. But because this looks just like my True Beauty Butterfly Brow Wax, I kind of like know what to do here with this. You have the comb and the brush, then you have the brush on wax applicator here. All right, let's give this Kulfi a go. My brows are definitely like a lot more cooperative. But if this product is anything like my True Beauty one, it's gonna set quick. Oh my God, this might be okay. I haven't even used the other end of the wand to set this, but I'm getting so much control and grip right now. This is how I like my brows. This is the hold I like. Oh yes. Yes, we like her. I will obviously clean those up with concealer. I can already tell she's the real deal. So here are the brows after I've cleaned them up with concealer. I'm gonna quickly finish my brows how I normally do with pencil and a little bit of pen. Okay, brows are done and I absolutely love how they came out today. They look so good. Again, I did just do a DIY brow lamination, so they were a bit easier to work with, but that brow gel, that brow wax is incredible. Next up, we're gonna do a quick eye look using the Huda Beauty Creamy Obsessions eye palette. This is the shade Greige, like gray beige. Beautiful, super cool toned neutrals. All of the shades are creamy except for that little set one at the bottom. That one is supposed to be a translucent setting shade. I'm going to use this, the brightest light color up here all over the lid. I don't know what to use my finger or what. Not normally an eye look girl. Wow, that is creamy. I'm using my finger now. Okay, you can get more with your finger. Oh, should I have primed my eye? It's kind of caking up a little bit. I did see on a Reddit thread that some people have already like hit pan on this. So the cream is really soft. I'm noticing like a little bit of a texture situation. I don't know if that's dry skin on my eye or what, but it's coming up way more opaque than powder ever does on my eyelid, you know, without all the priming and stuff, which those are steps I never take because it's just never that serious to me. Trying not to press too hard. I'm already making a pretty solid dent in the palette. I think I'm used to the type of pressure you have to use to pick up product on a powder eye palette. So keep that in mind, that you definitely don't need to push that hard. If you push, the product is going to squish down. I would be very sad to prematurely hit pan because I'm using the palette wrong. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna use this gray color first and then that to deepen it up. This is kind of the look I saw Huda modeling it with, and I thought it was gorgeous. Now your girl does have hooded eyes, so just bear with me. It's gonna come out how it comes out. So far they are blending really well. You might do better with an eye primer. I might not be the best example, you know, totally skipping that. That's just authentic to how I do my makeup. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. I'm gonna take that deeper shade right here. I'm gonna go in the outer corner with it. The outer lid is in the outer crease. I hope this doesn't like ruin my DIY lashes. Very blendable, very forgiving. Blend, blend, blend. I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of like clinging right there. I don't know if that's clinging to like concealer that was up there or what, but it could be dry skin. I did exfoliate today, but taking a smaller brush now, and I'm gonna take that grayish color, that one, and I'm going to use it down here under the eye just to kind of marry everything together. Now I'm going to take that deeper shade towards the outer corner and more in like towards the waterline. Oh, I messed up. I guess we have a wing now. Okay, I like it so far. I'm going to sweep a clean brush in this set shade down here and just go over the brightest color first, but I guess everything, right? Let's clean up the bottom with concealer. Nice and clean. When I do eyeshadow, I have to admit, I am a neutrals girl. I need to play with warm tones more because I think they actually do suit my skin really well, but I just like visually lean towards cool tones. Like I think that they look nicer, so I always end up picking those out. So I really like the colors in this particular palette. She does have a warmer one as well, but that is really pretty, and I'm thinking of like so many possibilities with these shades. Now we're gonna do a powder, bronze, contour, blush situation with our Smashbox. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with a quick translucent powder. It is so weird to have a foundation that actually looks matte at this point. Not mad at it at all. It is different though. It's feeling very done up, especially with the eye. Okay, now we're gonna use our Smashbox Halo Sculpt and Glow Face Palette. I have Back to Cali. We're just gonna go to town putting some color on this face. So I'm gonna start out with the bronzing shade down at the end, applying liberally. Smashbox had this palette. I thought it was discontinued, but I found it on Ulta's website today. I used it into the ground. It was actually very similar to this. It was still like blush, highlight, and bronze, but it was like in more of a quad, like a square shape. I loved that palette so much. It was one of my few like high-end makeup products at that time. Wow, that is pretty. I'm gonna use the deeper shade and then I'll use the other shade on top. This is Rose Bold. Let's see how bold she really is. It is so weird not to be dewy. This is really pretty though. They're blending out really well too. I'm loving it. Okay, and now I'm gonna use the Cheers Babe, the lighter pink, up higher. She came out, she showed up. I'm gonna take my foundation brush and kind of help that blend out and marry everything else. Wow, you guys, this is pretty. Let's use this gorgeous highlight shade, Beach Day. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah, that is very pretty. It's nice to add with such a matte look to just give it a little something. This is how we're doing so far. I feel like this look needs a lighter nude lip. So I did find a newer launch. This is from SOSHE Beauty. They just expanded their line with the Soft Glide lip pencils. And this is the shade Skinny Dip. This is a beautiful nude. The Smashbox palette is a yes, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Now I'm going to use one of the new KUSH Beauty, not KUSH Beauty, oh my God. I'm gonna use one of the new Milk Makeup KUSH lip oils. So they have decided that they too would like to offer a lip oil. And they actually sent them to me. This was such a nice surprise, but I'm super excited. So let's see. I'm gonna use the lightest shade here, Cookie Dough. I don't know, I just feel like I need some brightness in the center of my lips. So I think I'm gonna tap a little bit of a light lipstick in the middle. Fenty Beauty Sea Sweetheart in the middle. That wasn't even as bright as I wanted. And now let's add the lip oil. Nice big applicator that I'm gonna get all dirty now. Right away. Not sticky. It's like a nice kind of like familiar, soft vanilla scent, not overpowering. That feels cooling. That feels nice. Okay. That feels really nice. I like everything. I really do. The foundation was different, so I think it just kind of caught me off guard. I actually have something truly matte that I can reach for. Literally everything else, even if it says that it's matte that I own complexion-wise, my shine, my dewiness still breaks through, especially, I mean, if I just do my skincare how I normally would, my face is still crazy shiny before powder, but that actually did a great job mattifying, controlling oil. That's like truly matte and freaking amazing that it also has SPF 40 in it. This was such a fun look, you guys. This was such a fun look. Let me know in the comments below which of these that you are going to purchase, which ones you are going to skip. As always, all the product links will be down below for you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe before you go. Stay and hang out, watch another beauty video. I'll pop something else up for you. I appreciate you watching and I hope to see you next time.